What's up guys, it's Kayla filming here on a cozy Wednesday morning. I woke up pretty early before work, so I'm just going to try and record as much as I can before I have to go to work. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I can't wait to play some more of Enomoto. A lot of you guys have been commenting that you tried out the game for yourself and bought it and you love his story, so I can't wait to see how it unfolds. I'm late. I wonder if Kazuki ate dinner. As I worried about Kazuki, I saw him talking to an unfamiliar man when I arrived at my house. Ooh.
それじゃあ、明日スタジオで。楽しみにしてる。
That's interesting. Where have I seen that man before? In any case, it wasn't appropriate for him to be hanging around a high school student this late. It'll be too late once something happens. I have to nip this in the bud now. Excuse me?
イチカ。誰？ああ、こいつはですね。
I'm Kazuki's sister, Ichika Hoshino. I introduced myself as Kazuki didn't seem like he was willing to. The strange man slapped his fist into his palm as if he'd suddenly made a mental connection.
そういえばアキトが、カズキにはお姉さんがいるって言ってたっけ？
So he knows Akito too. But that doesn't make me feel better. This guy's even got lip piercings.
はじめまして。一色康弘です。カズキくんと一緒にバンドしてます。
He's in a band with a famous person? Oh, Mr. Isshiki? Akito had mentioned his name. He had been mistakenly arrested in the past. I'd never imagined that I'd be bumping into him like this. To think that Kazuki would actually know someone famous enough to be on TV. I couldn't tell from a distance, but now that I was close up, he was definitely the guy from TV. I believe he was introduced as the vocalist of a visual K band.
おい、見せ物じゃねえんだからな。あんま一色さんのことジロジロ見るなよ。
I'm sorry, I just...
見られるのも仕事のうち。だから大丈夫。
His appearance was flamboyant, but Isshiki seemed to be a composed young man in person. So you're in a band, Kazuki? You could have just told me.
はあ？なんでいちいちお前に言わなきゃいけないわけ？興味ねえくせに。
Could we not tell by the musical notes on his shirt? That's not...
こんな時だけ姉貴面すんな。迷惑なんだよ。
You hurt my heart, Kazuki. Kazuki was being unusually harsh. I couldn't think of anything to say to him when...
カズキのお姉さん。
Yes?
今度聞きに来て。カズキの演奏。すごくかっこいいから。
Isshiki smiled, and that seemed to alleviate the tension in the situation. Yeah, I'd like to see that sometime. Kazuki's eyes widened in surprise, but he immediately turned away again. Every time Kazuki goes out at night, he takes his guitar with him. I thought he was just having fun, but he was actually practicing in his band. That a professional was praising him was proof that Kazuki had been working hard. Mr. Isshiki, please take care of Kazuki.
こちらこそ、お願いします。
Isshiki returned my sentiments, bowed politely, and left. He feels very mysterious.
歌うと変わる。
After that one comment in passing, Kazuki quickly went inside. Hey, don't leave me behind when we're in the middle of a conversation. I rushed after him. On the way in, I asked Kazuki if he was hungry, and he quietly nodded. Thinking that he'd like something hot, I made pot au feu. Oh, that reminds me of a game we played before. Gosh, what was it called? I had to delete it because of Shot We Date. Copyright striking me. If you guys know what I'm talking about, comment below. Kazuki ate in total silence without uttering a word. Our meals usually went this way, but now I knew about his band. I wanted to talk about that today at least. Hey Kazuki, what kind of music do you play with Mr. Isshiki? He's a visual K performer, so are you similar in style? I'll put pictures of visual K performers up on the screen. Oh, right. How old is he anyway? He's definitely not high school age. He couldn't attend school with that hairdo. When I rapidly asked all the questions I had...
うるせえな。どうでもいいだろ。
You don't have to talk to me like that. Dispirited, I recalled what Kazuki had complained about to me before. You don't care what I do. You just tell me I'm too loud. From Kazuki's point of view, I've been an obstacle to his pursuit of music. Of course, I never intended such a thing. I wanted to support him however I could. Kazuki continued to eat, unaware of what I was thinking. He looked like he just wanted to finish and go into his room as quickly as possible. Listen, Kazuki, I never meant to stop you from enjoying or pursuing your music. I only warned you when you were playing the guitar because I didn't want you to disturb the neighbors late at night. I'm not into music, but I know it's not every day that a pro acknowledges your skill. Maybe you think that I don't care, but we're family, you know. Of course I'd be interested. Wah, here, water. I handed Kazuki a cup of water and he downed it in one gulp. He's so cute. Huh? Kazuki made an unpleasant face as he muttered quietly.
興味あるとか、そういうの。お前今まで俺がやってることとか詳しく聞いてきたことねえだろ。お前だけじゃねえ。親父もおふくろもだ。俺が何をやってるか、何をやりたいのか。そんなこと一度だって聞かれたことねえ。
Kazuki didn't meet my eyes, but his voice was gradually rising in volume.
一言目には新宿は物騒だから帰ってこい。二言目にはお前は実家を継ぐんだから。
Back in Niigata, our parents managed a boarding house. You're gonna inherit this someday, Dad would often say to Kazuki.
口うるさい親父から逃げるためにここに来たってのに。
To get away from Dad, that phrase shook me. Even though he was at a rebellious age, I'd always assumed that Kazuki would take over the family business, but he was talking as if, Kazuki, do you... Kazuki looked straight at me and said,
家業を継ぐ気はない。俺は音楽で食っていきたいから。ごちそうさま。
Kazuki said that in a muted voice and then quickly retreated to his room. Okay, this is so weird because I watched like 10 episodes of it. I started watching this show called Skip Beat. It's kind of older, but it's really good. I would super recommend it. And this whole storyline is like exactly the storyline of Sho, one of the characters. I shouldn't give it away, but basically that's a very similar plot point. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. He always left without saying a word, and I realized that it had been quite some time before he'd even said as much as thanks. Why didn't I try to get to know Kazuki better earlier? He must have felt so frustrated and alone. Don't pretend to be my big sister, huh? It made sense that he'd say that. I'd been focusing on myself, never bothering to take an interest in Kazuki. No, it's still not too late. If we can have a heart-to-heart. Really, at this hour? There was an incoming call from Satake. It might be about the murders. I resisted the urge to talk to Kazuki first and answered the phone. Yes, this is Hoshino. Oh my gosh, that's right before this. What happened to Enomoto?
こんなことになるなんて思ってもなかったんだ。もう榎本はダメかもしれねえ。最後に一目会いに来てやってくれ。
Oh, his last? What do you mean?
来ればわかる。場所は歌舞伎町の。
What? I wrote down the location and ended the call. Enomoto. I contained my rampaging emotions and went to Kazuki's room. Sorry, Kazuki. I just got a call from work, so I'm going out. I hurried to the location that Satake had given me. Satake's strained manner had led me to assume that they had been caught up in something serious. This doesn't look the way I was expecting. I looked for the place indicated on the note. I started to recognize more of my surroundings and I saw the pub that Saiki and I frequented. Huh? I was in a panic when I first noted the address down, but now I realize that it was the address for the pub. What's going on? It's gonna be something funny. I gingerly entered and looked around. When I did, I found Enomoto sprawled out over a low table. Enomoto, pull yourself together! I rushed over to check whether he was alive. Enomoto was certainly alive and was in no immediate danger, but he was very obviously drunk. What? Where's Satake? Satake was nowhere to be seen in either the tatami room or the rest of the pub. I wondered what I should do about the passed out Enomoto.
こちらのお客様のお連れ様からこれを渡すように頼まれたんですが。
I was handed a letter. Oh, thank you. I accepted the letter and opened it. I invited him for a drink when I saw him so worried, but it went south. I'll let you take care of the rest. You're his partner after all. I thought some kind of tragedy had struck, but he's just gotten too drunk? This is insane.
だけどもう飲めねえよ。
Enomoto didn't notice me. He smiled contently and moaned while lying spread out on the table. I can't just leave him like this. I'll have to take him back to the office. Can you hear me, Enomoto? We're going back to the office.
オッケーオッケー。二次会だな。
After party. Wrong. Come on, stand up.
次は日本酒かな。扱いな。
He was way too far gone. I just have to ignore him and drag him home. Come on, we're going home, Enomoto. Please try to walk.
お任せください。自分足腰には自信があるであります。
Enomoto leaned on my shoulder to stand up shakily and tried to go outside.
おお、世界が揺れる。なんだ。
The world isn't ending. Come on, we're going home.
世界が前に。
Now he's crying. While supporting the thoroughly intoxicated Enomoto on my shoulder, I called for a taxi.
おいしいラーメンが。
He loves ramen. Oh, you sure love ramen. She thinks the same.
さようなら。俺の味噌バター海鮮コーンわかめ豆乳チゲ味ロサンゼルス。
That's one crazy ramen flavor. A taxi picked us up outside the pub, and somehow we made it back to the office. Enomoto, can you walk?
そんなん当然だろ。
Enomoto tilted over and plopped down onto the pavement.
あれおかしいな。
There should be someone in the office. Should I call for them?
大丈夫。きっと登れる。おい。口がうまく回んねえ。
His laugh is so cute. Was Enomoto's current sorry state because of all the alcohol? Enomoto can't hold his drink, huh? Alright, I'll help you get there, so let's try standing up together.
ああ、俺天下取るぜ。
He wasn't listening. Fine then. Enomoto almost lost his footing while traversing the stairs, but we finally managed to get into the office. Yanagi and Sasazuka still aren't back.
我が城に到着。
Enomoto? I only took my eyes off him for 1 second, but he immediately charged headlong into a wall. Are you He seemed okay.
なんかすごく眠い。
Oh, wow, Enomoto, you can't sleep on the floor. I brought him back, but now what was I supposed to do? Maybe if he slept on the sofa. Oh wait, his bedroom area is in the next room, I think. I'll take him there. Enomoto, we're almost there. Just hang on.
俺だって頑張ってる。
Don't curl up into a ball. You're really heavy. I half dragged Enomoto into the nearby bedroom area. Somehow I managed to guide him to his bed. I breathed a huge sigh of relief. Enomoto, are you feeling better?
ワカメが襲ってくる。もう食べれないって。これ以上増えるな。
He seemed to be having some sort of nightmare, but he'd probably be fine now. I'll be going home then. It had been nothing significant, but it still left me exhausted. I wondered what to do about leaving the door unlocked if I left, but Yanagi would probably be back soon, so maybe there wasn't a real need to worry. Just as I turned and quietly tried to leave so that I wouldn't wake Enomoto up, he suddenly bolted upright in bed. Whoa, you scared me! What's wrong?
なんかあっち。
Before I could stop him, Enomoto whipped off his jacket and then immediately started trying to strip off his shirt. Stop! It's the middle of December! You'll catch a cold!
だってあっち。
But you can't go to sleep this lightly dressed without a heater. When you drink alcohol, you only feel warm temporarily. You'll feel better if you just lie down for a bit, okay?
わかった。
Enomoto's hands fell away from the button he was trying to undo and he laid back down. I should cover him with a blanket. I approached the bed. Ah! Enomoto's hand tugged at me and then all of a sudden... Aww!
抱き枕いい感じ。
Enomoto, what do you think you're trying to... This is so cute. Wait, hey, don't you fall asleep? I'm not a body pillow. I tried to extract myself from his grasp, but maybe because he was half asleep, he held onto me pretty tightly and I could not escape.
なんか星野の声がする。
Yeah, it's me. I'm still here.
そうなのか。
Enomoto, if you don't cut this out right now, I'm gonna get really angry. Enomoto stirred and then looked at me while still hugging me.
だよ、怒るなよ。お前、黙ってりゃ超可愛いのに、ほんと気強いよな。あー、星野マジ可愛い。本当に可愛い。超天使。
Aw, that's so cute. Huh? It took me a moment to understand what he said.
可愛すぎてやべえよ。
My head grew warm as he continued his day's babbling. Okay, yeah, time to go home. I made up my mind and tried to squirm even harder than before.
出たよ。
What was happening? Enomoto was embracing me even tighter now. This was too much even for a joke. I had to tell him more firmly, but then...
わかんねえ。なんで
Sad little whispers. Somehow I knew exactly what he was referring to. His feelings about the murders, his feelings towards the killer, his feelings about his justice. I hadn't heard him express all of his feelings yet. Perhaps they were far more pure than I'd realized, and that was why they were too heavy for him to let go of. He had probably drunk himself into this stupor tonight to free himself from all of those heavy feelings. So, maybe I also had to accept him for who he was right now. I'm being used as a body pillow by a man, which is terribly embarrassing and demeaning, but if this helps Enomoto feel better, just for now, then, just as I thought that. Enomoto suddenly stirred. The movement brought his face, well, he had positioned himself so he was right up against my chest, and my heart began pounding rapidly. Enomoto, you're skirming a bit too. I mean, this is really quite embarrassing, so I managed to get that out. Huh?
お前、いい匂いするよな。
What?
どうせならもっと直接感じたい。
That was not the reply I'd expected. Closely? Closely, so he means... I raised a protest, but I wasn't able to wriggle free of his grasp. Enomoto moved slowly, and then... The office window opened. Ah! I locked eyes with Okazaki in the window.
ごめん
邪魔しちゃったね。
I screamed inaudibly, but Okazaki sized my situation up and didn't have a particularly strong reaction to it.
二人はそういう関係だったんだね。
He nodded to himself. No, Okazaki, you see...
大丈夫。俺さ、口固いからね。
That's not sealed very tight at all. Enomoto, please explain to Okazaki that this is all a misunderstanding. We're not...
どかすの手伝おうか？
Please. Okazaki graciously helped me out of my humiliating bind. Enomoto must be a heavy sleeper because he never woke up. That was exhausting. I wanted all those heartbeats back, thinking that I went home. That was so adorable. I loved that scene. Sighed. December 10th, 1 a.m.
練習頑張ってね。
次のカウントダウンが近づいていますが、準備はできていますか？
An artificial, hated voice that grated on my ears. I hated secrets, so that's why I hated this fake voice. But I had to obey this person. The restraint around my neck killed my emotions.
その日、大事な用があるの。夜でもいい？日付が変わる前に必ずやるから。
当日に実行さえしていただければ構いません。よ
かったー。ヒロ君の復活ライブだけは外せないもん。
ああ、彼ですか。青春を謳歌するのも結構ですが、執行者としての断罪はお忘れなきよ。
Wait, who's this hero person?
わかってるよ。ちゃんとやる。記憶消されたくないもん。
I touched my restraint and thought back to that moment. I'd never experienced anything as fun in my life ever since. It was something that only I could do for the person I loved. That truth filled me up. So, I wanted never to forget it.
私ほどヒロ君のことを思ってる子なんてこの世界にはいないよ。
This is so weird. If he's a pop star, the lead guy in a new game I have coming out in November is named Hero 2. Super weird.
これこそ愛のパワーだから何だってできるの。
My next job had absolutely nothing to do with Hero, but it would lead to a sparkling future for the both of us.
さっさと終わらせてヒロ君とライブの後に愛し合おうっと。
Was that from Isshiki's perspective? Like, I don't even know. I only wanted to protect my own justice. This violent, malicious world which oppressed the weak was so ridiculous. This is why I chose to act. Justice would never fall to evil. I decided that I would prove it myself, with my own body. I believed that I could prove it, until the day came that all would be overthrown. I'm so confused! Chapter 3. A.m. Today I was off for the first time in a while. Okay, I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode today, but I do have to start getting ready for work because it's already 8:15 and I start work at 8:30. So yeah, this was a super cute episode though. I loved the little cute one between her and Enomoto. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I promise we'll be back with a much longer episode next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!